the Minister for External Affairs of the Republic of India, Honorable Dr. Shri Subramani Jaishankar, honorable members of the delegation of the Government of India, Excellencies, distinguished delegates and representatives, ladies and gentlemen, Nisambul Vinaka and Namaste. It gives me great pleasure to join you this morning at the 12th World Hindi Conference, the first such conference for Fiji to host. I wish to begin by acknowledging the traditional custodians of the land on which this conference is being hosted, the Vuno Nandi, Turana Tinandi, and I pay my respects to the elders of the past and the present. On behalf of the people of the government and the people of Fiji, I extend my warmest welcome to you and our distinguished delegates and guests who have traveled far to attend this important forum convened for the first time in Fiji, the Pacific and the Southern Hemisphere. At the outset, I acknowledge the effort of the Government of India in co-hosting with the Government of Fiji this important conference. This forum presents a unique opportunity to celebrate the enduring strength of the historical and special relationship Fiji shares with India. Our relationships can be traced back to our shared colonial heritage. As a result of evolving colonial policies on economic development between 1879 and 1916, around 60,000 Indians were brought to Fiji under the indentured system to work on sugarcane plantations. With the abolition of the indentured system in 1920, some had chosen to remain in Fiji whilst others returned to India. Those that have stayed in Fiji now call Fiji their home and have contributed immensely to the socio-economic development of modern Fiji. Presently, Fiji population comprises of 62% of Itoke people, 34.2% of Fijian of Indian descent, and 3.8% of other races. Our cultural diversity has presented us with the privilege to hear and learn many languages spoken in Fiji, experiencing fascinating festivals and religious events throughout the year, listening to a variety of music, enjoy different culinary experience, and witness unique cultural rites of passage accorded by different ethnic communities that make up Fiji. When it comes to entertainment, Bollywood movies are the favorite Fijians love to watch. Bollywood films accompany sing-alongs, laughter, and dance. Language plays a pivotal role in preserving culture as it establishes a distinctive linguistic identity that brings a feeling of belonging, mutual respect, and trust in each other. Many of the distinguished participants to this conference are members of the diasporas that live outside India, with cultural links to India. They are testament to the fact that Hindi spoken outside of India is a motivation to keep their cultural roots alive. Importantly, the interest of the future generations in the ancestral home depends on the type of linguistic heredity passed on to them. Excellencies, the theme of this year's conference, Hindi, Traditional Knowledge to Artificial Intelligence, speaks to the importance of preserving culture and language to adapt to the realities of the 21st century. In 2022, the United Nations Education, Scientific and Cultural Organization, UNESCO, projected that around 3,000 languages could disappear before the end of the century. Most languages became endangered or are lost in various reasons. Some speakers have disappeared or shifted to another language, usually the main language of a dominant group. The loss and endangerment of language has been attributed to the advance in modern technology. However, modern technology and artificial intelligence, if used constructively, plays a pivotal role in preserving, advancing multilingualism, and supporting the diversity of languages. Artificial intelligence, through various forms, can facilitate both the preservation of endangered languages and deciphering ancient texts in ancient languages. This century is experiencing a technology, artificial intelligence, and social media revolution. It is an opportunity to reinforce our development rather than as a barrier. The preservation of our language must be a whole of society approach. As government sets policy direction, we rely on our partners in civil societies, the communities, families, religious groups, and schools to work collaboratively to preserve our language, our diversity, and culture. Your Excellencies, the 3 days program will be very fruitful and productive in an interesting agenda. I am confident that you will have much to discuss on the theme Hindi, traditional knowledge to artificial intelligence, in the hope that we will develop a partnership on common issues of priority and lessons to learn from past experiences in our countries. Distinguished participants, I wish you well in your stay in Fiji, and I hope that you will enjoy the Fijian hospitality, the diversity of our culture and language, and that will create lasting memories. I have much pleasure in declaring the 12th World Hindi Conference officially open.